All right, so let's begin. So now we're still talking about subject-verb agreement. And we said the general rule is that singular subjects take singular verbs and plural subjects take plural verbs. Of course, we have some irregularities with indefinite pronouns. And indefinite pronouns, just as a sort of refreshment, indefinite pronouns fall under one of three categories. Some of the pronouns are always singular, some of them are always plural, and some of them depending on what comes after them. So let's continue. Exercise A, in the following sentences, we're going to underline the correct answer between parentheses. So number one, Maria. So number one, Nuruddin, go ahead. Maria blank know much about the Holocaust either. As usual, you can use your microphone or you can use your chat box. What?
Doesn't.
Doesn't. Maria doesn't. Very good. Abu Haif, next. Many teenagers.
Don't.
Don't. Very good. Maria Heb. Next. 3. I don't. Very good. Next. Mariam. Mariam. Next. Marwa Al-Qaitan. Marwa, go ahead. Number 4. Marwa. Tara. Okay, Marwa said a curious person. That's number 4. No, actually doesn't. A curious. This is an indefinite article. Sorry. So you answered 5. People who do not. Yeah, people don't. Because people is always plural. Let me use the pencil. Okay. A curious person. Can you see or should I zoom? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So it's better. Yes. I don't. Many teenagers don't. Maria doesn't. A curious person doesn't. People don't. Number 6, Tara. Skillful authors. Tara, Shahd. Tara and Shahd. Can someone else answer? You can use your chat box. Janad Barudi, welcome. Mariam said skillful authors doesn't. No, it's don't. Author is plural. This is plural. Authors. It's not one author. It's more than one author. So don't include information. Number 7. 7. Noordin. Number 7. Noor.
Don't.
7 don't. Don't miss. Yeah. It's imperative, and I'm talking to you. Okay, this is an imperative. The mood of the sentence is called imperative. Okay, and in imperative we have something which is called the understood subject. It's a subject which is not clearly mentioned in the sentence, but it is actually included, which is you. Don't. If I say don't miss the Devil's Arithmetic by Jane Yolen, or don't eat too many chocolate, the subject is you. Very good. Number 8, Jana. 8. Readers.
Don't.
Number 8, don't. Yes, readers don't, because readers is the subject, it's plural, so we choose don't. Very good. 9 and 10. Yalla. Abu Haif, go ahead. 9 and 10. 9 and 10.
My friend Andrew does not often.
My friend Andrew doesn't, because that's his singular. Very good. Andrew is singular. Very good. Doesn't. And 10, go ahead.
Sometimes on Saturday afternoon we don't go outside.
Very, very good. Exercise based homework. How did you like the last quiz or the last surprise? Excellent, isn't it? Okay, next page.
يا ريت بس ما تعملش واحد زي ده في رمضان يعني. ماشي.
رمضان ده شهر المغفرة، شهر الرحمة،
هنفطر والله.
شهر النور، شهر المفاجآت.
مش عارف.
But by the way, it was easy. يعني it was easy. Anyway, next page, next lesson. We're still talking about the other problems in agreement. And we said that some nouns are plural in form, but they take some singular verbs, such as genetics, linguistics, mathematics, physics. All of these subjects of knowledge or branches of knowledge, they are treated as singular. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead. Also, creative works on titles of books and movies, they take a singular verb because they are one word. They are treated as if they are a single type of work. For example, Star Wars. This is the name of a movie. Star Wars. It's treated as if it's a singular. That's why we said that it was directed by George Lucas. Also, names of brands. Names of brands and shops and businesses. For example, Computer Works. This is a shop. This is a shop. It's called Computer Works. Computer Works is on Main Street. Maria have said no comments. Are you still angry for the pop quiz? Okay. It was easy, by the way. It was easy. It was an unseen, easy, random passage, and the grammar was super easy. And the vocab, you were supposed to have studied it Saturday evening because you knew that you had a quiz on Sunday. The quiz was delayed to Monday. How is it that you didn't know? I said and I told you. Marwa, oh, this is Marwa. Didn't Jana tell you? Didn't Jana tell you? Anyway, guys, don't worry about the quiz. Don't worry about the quiz. So again, exercise 1, we're gonna correct the sentences we're gonna read if it has any mistakes. If it's correct, we're gonna type C. Number 1, Lord of the Flies were my favorite book last year. Whose turn is it? Maria, go ahead. Mariam said was. Yes, Lord of the Flies was. Why? It's a name of a movie. It's a name of a movie or it's a name of a book, or it's a name of a book. So this is was. Next, Marwa. New Braunfels are a town on the Guadalupe River in Texas. Is all of this is the name of a town or a city, so it's one entity. So this is very good. Number 3 is next. Taruk. Molasses are delicious in homemade gingerbread. Molasses. Tara. Chat. Okay, next, more.
The Birds are 1963 film.
Number 3. No, number 3. Molasses are delicious.
Is
Why? What's molasses?
أكلة.
Yes, it's akla, but it's we call it in Egypt the black honey. It's kind of liquid, and we eat it with pies and bread. العسل الأسود. Molasses, it's called molasses, but it takes is. Like coffee, we say coffee is my favorite drink. Number 4, thank you, Jana. Jana.
Contains.
Free Fantasia Tiger Flowers contains. Very good. Thank you. Next, number 5. Mahmoud Abouif. Abouif, number 5. The Birds are a 1963 film directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Ha. 5. Abouif, Maria. Can someone else answer? If you know the answer, please type in the chat box. Is, because it's a type of a movie. Thank you very much. The rest is homework, okay? Okay. And let's go ahead with a new lesson, which is the pronoun noun antecedent agreement. What's an antecedent? Antecedent is the word or a group of words that the pronoun refers back to. So if I say Ahmed is a student, is a clever student. He plays football every day. He refers back to Ahmed. So he is the pronoun and Ahmed is the antecedent. Got it? Please say yes. If no, please say no. You know what's an antecedent? Is it clear? Noor, Jana, Maryam, Marwa, Tariq, Shaht. Okay, so for example, Henry Aaron ended his remarkable. His is the pronoun. This is, we call it a possessive pronoun or a possessive adjective to be, in fact, to be more specific, and it refers back to Henry. So Henry is the antecedent. So the pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number and in gender. So if we have a singular antecedent, the pronoun must also be singular. If we have a masculine antecedent, Henry is this is a man or this is a boy. So we should use also a masculine pronoun, okay? Another example, the players on the field celebrated their victory. There refers back to players, and since players is plural, we used a plural pronoun. Okay, so let's begin. Number 1, whose turn is it? Maria, go ahead. The volleyball players are getting blank.
Are getting there.
There, very good. There. Next. Mariam. The maintenance worker swept the surface of the court and then polished what? It. Very good. Very good. Someone give skip. Go ahead for number 7. 7, Marwa. Marwa, number 7. I'm gonna skip the easy ones, okay? Number 7. Marwa. Said herself. Yes. Megan selected new tennis balls and a hat for herself. And it refers back to Megan. That's the girl. Very good. Number 13. 13. Who's next? Tariq. Tariq Shaht. Shaht and Tariq and Shaht. Next. Noor. 13. Noor. 13.
There.
There. The girls on the other team there. Very good. There. Okay, number 20 is next. Jana. Jana Barudi. 20.
Itself.
Eh?
Itself.
Itself, yes. It refers back to the team's mascot. What's a mascot? It's like a token or something that it's like different teams have different mascots or different animals. They use it as if it's their sigil or their symbol. Some use tigers, others use bears, whatever. Okay. Yes. Let's go ahead for the next lesson, which is my favorite, the indefinite pronoun. Before we begin, let me share this with you. Just a second. Sheets, summary of indefinite pronouns. Okay, can you see this, please? Can you see this sheet? Guys, can you see this sheet? The indefinite pronoun? Yes, very good. Thank you. Okay, I'll begin. Just a second. Just a second. All right. So, like we said, there's something called an indefinite pronoun. What's an indefinite pronoun? It's a type of pronouns, or indefinite pronouns are a type of pronouns that refer back to items. Generally, they do not specifically name a person or an item. They do not specifically name an object or a person, but they talk about them generally speaking in a general manner. That's why they're called an indefinite, means not specific. What are the types of indefinite pronouns? We have so many in English, but they can fall under one or three categories. Category number one, this is category number one. Where is the spotlight? This is category number one, okay, which is always singular, which means if you see this if you see this indefinite pronoun in any sentence, use a singular verb, always. Okay, so this is the first category. Category number two, it means it's always plural. Okay, category number three, it depends on what? Depends on what's coming after the pronoun. So if we say most of the water, most, if I'm gonna use most, okay, if you say most of the water is, why? Because water is non-count, so it's treated as singular, so it takes a singular verb. Then, ergo, therefore, this indefinite pronoun is singular. However, in a different example, we may say most of the students are absent. If we say most of the students are absent, that means students, the word students is plural and it takes a plural verb. So we should say most of the students are absent, are. Okay, got it? Say yes if it's okay. Say no if you need further explanation. Say yes or no. Yes or no. Say yes or no. Yes or no. No, say yes if you get it. Say no if you need me to further explain how indefinite pronouns work. Maria, are you joking with me? Are you messing with me? I think. Are you still mad because of the quiz? Yes, you got it, maybe. Maria said maybe. Maybe for what? Okay, you still, okay. Singular. Let's work on some of the examples. Yeah, I'll explain more. The first example, each of the police officers, if we delete police officer, let's say that we are Gonna delete this. So this is the sentence. The police officers have received, right? This is our subject. Police officers have received, right? Right. But here we don't have, this is not our sentence. The sentence says each of, each. So what is the subject? It's each. So each is an indefinite pronoun. What category does it fall under? Under which category does it fall? Each. Let's see. Each. Where is each? Each here. Here is each. Each is always singular. Each is always singular. So each officers, each of the police officers, this is singular. I'm gonna write S. This is the subject. So we're gonna use a singular verb, has received. Okay? Don't be fooled by the fact that we have officers. Some students might be fooled by the fact that officers is plural and say, Mr. Officers is plural. We don't care. Why? Because our subject is each. And each is always singular. Each is always singular, as you can see. Each is always singular. So each takes a singular verb no matter what. Okay? That's why we chose has received, and also in the pronouns, we chose his or her. We didn't choose their. Got it, Maria? Maria. Yes. Okay, another example. Many of the students, whenever you see an indefinite pronoun, this is many. Which category? Let's go back to the sheet. Is many singular? No. Is many plural? Yes. Many is always plural. Many is always plural. Okay? So, many is always plural, no matter what. So we're gonna use a plural verb and a plural pronoun. So if we're gonna choose a pronoun, we're gonna use their. Okay, because there refers back to many, and many is plural. I'm gonna write P. So we're gonna use a plural pronoun. Okay. Next, another example. All of the paint. All is an indefinite pronoun. Which category? Let's check. Which category? All. It's category number 3. This is all. It's category number 3, which means it depends on the word coming after it. So all is category number 3. I'm gonna write 3. So all depends on the paint. And since paint is singular, we say paint is. This is a singular word. So this is singular. I'm gonna write S. So we chose a singular verb, which is. Okay, and when we're gonna use a pronoun, we chose a singular pronoun as well. So we chose it. Let's think of another example. We'll come back. Who's entered? Fatma. Nice to see you, or to meet you actually. All, again, another example. All. Which category did we say? All is category number 3. So it depends. It depends on what? Depends on the word coming after it. The rugs, which is mats. السجاجيد والكلام ده. The rugs is plural. I'm gonna write P. So all is plural. I'm gonna write P. That's why we chose a plural verb and we chose a plural pronoun. We chose them. We did not choose it. Got it? Maria. Got it?
No. Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So let's begin. Let me just take a screenshot of your attendance. Okay, let's begin. Number one's already made. Some of the employees. Whenever you see a definite pronoun, check. Some. Where does it fall? Some is category number 3. So it depends. Some of the employees is plural. So we're gonna use a plural verb and a plural pronoun. So we're gonna use their. Very good. Number 1, Nuruddin, go ahead. Everything in the bargain. Nuruddin.
Should have its original place.
It's everything is always single. Let me check. Let's check to make sure. Yes, it is. Everything. This is everything. Okay, everything. Nothing. Something. Everybody. Anybody. Somebody. All of these are always singular. Okay, so everything is always singular. So we're gonna choose it's. Very good. Next, Fatma. Go ahead, Fatima. Some of the cookies had tooth marks on blank.
On them.
On them. Why did you choose them?
عشان cookies.
عشان cookies. Yes, some is it's category number 3, and it depends on what's coming after it. Let me check. Yes, it is. So this is, since cookies is plural, so some is plural, so we're gonna use them. Very good. Next, Jana Barudi.
His.
What? One of yeah, one is always singular. It's always singular, so we're gonna use his. Next, Maria. All of the flower bed was overgrown, so I bent down to weed blank. A flower bed اللي هو حط
it.
what?
It.
All of, yes, it. Why? Can you explain to me why? Maria, can you explain?
مش all تحت السنجل.
تحت what?
السنجل في
لا, all is not under the singular category. All is both. All is both. Okay, all is both. So it depends on the what? On the flower bed. And since the flower bed is singular, so all is now in this sentence, it's singular. So we use it. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Next, Mariam. Sorry, Mariam. Next. Samir, hi, nice to see you. Welcome back. You're very late. We're almost done. Samir. Sorry, it's not Samir, it's Mariam. Marwa. Mariam, number 5. What did you say? See, you said they. No, it's it. Something is always singular. Something is always, this sheet will be uploaded to your MS, so don't worry. Something is always singular. So it's always singular. This is always singular. So we were gonna use it. Next, Marwa. Either of the girls in our carpool could have left backpack in our car. Marwa. Either of the girls in our carpool could have left. Marwa, Tariq, Samir. طارق سامر يا جماعه في شهد نور go ahead. If someone knows the answer, go ahead automatically in the chat box. Either of the girls. Yes, her. Why? Either is always singular, so it's her. Very good. Next, 7. Since some of the music, 7. Some depends on what's coming after it, and since music is singular, so it's it. Very good. Number 8. Who's next? Who knows the answer? Number 8. I saw that most of the sodas and sports drinks listed sugar in There. Can someone explain why? Here's the indefinite pronoun, most. What under which category? Most is number 3. So it depends on what? Depends on what's coming after it, which is drinks. The sodas and drinks. We have sodas and drinks. This is a compound noun, sodas and drinks. What about them? Sodas and drinks are plural, of course. Sodas and drinks. So most here is plural. So we're gonna choose there. Guys, got it? Is it clear? If it's clear, you say yes. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check your understanding. All of you. Not just Maria, What about the rest? Is it clear? Guys. طروق شكلك نايم يا طارق. انا متاكد ان انت اكيد نايم دلوقتي. طارق. طيب number 9. Few of the boxes in the supply closet have labels on what? Who knows this? Number 9. Number 9. Few them. Very good. Why? Because few is always plural. So we choose them. Number 10. Okay, who's next? Yal Noor. Number 10. Many of the pipes were not covered. Number 10. They. Yes. Thank you. Please, guys, direct your answers to the general chat. You choose everyone. Okay, so the rest can see your answer. They. Many is always plural, so we choose they. The rest is homework. Basically, it's like a piece of cake, right? You know, grammar, it's always a piece of cake. Yes, that's my favorite lesson. Okay, so now we have something called compound subjects. What's a compound subject? It's a subject joined by and, or nor. So we have and, or, and nor to combine or to join two elements of a subject into a compound subject. Okay? All right, so if we're gonna use and, the subject is plural. Ahmad and Noor, Salma and Fatma. Okay? But if we're gonna use or nor, the subject, the verb or the pronoun agrees with the second subject. For example, Carmen and Janet, this is a compound subject. What's the compound subject? This is what kind of it? It's a plural subject. That's its number. So we're gonna use a plural verb and we're gonna use a plural pronoun. The writer and the director, this is a compound subject, but they are the same person. So they're gonna be a singular. They are the same person. Okay, he's the director and also director. He holds the same title. So the writer and director of the movie is Christopher Nolan or Steven Spielberg. So we're gonna treat it as is. It is singular. That's why we chose a singular pronoun. But with neither or and either or and not only but also and whether or, we're gonna use this is a compound subject. Carmen nor Janet. Which one of them should the verb agree with? With the second one, which is Janet. So we're gonna delete Carmen. We're gonna treat it as if she doesn't exist. So we're gonna use a singular verb. Since Janet is singular, we're gonna use a singular verb, and we're gonna use a singular pronoun. If it's clear, please say yes. If it's not, I'm gonna open the whiteboard and explain more. I want all of you to tell me. If it's clear, say yes. If it's not, say no. And it's okay to say no. Only Maria? Mariam? Mariam, hi, nice to see you. Which Mariam is this? We have so many Mariams in 12. Okay, what about the rest? 12C, Mariam in 12C. Still don't get you. Okay, Mariam 12C. All right, so let's work on some of the exercises and check our understanding. Number one, either John, we said that either or. So the verb will agree with the second subject, which is Dylan, and the pronoun also would agree with the second subject, which is Dylan. So we're gonna delete John. We're gonna throw it out of the window. So Dylan will spend, yes, this is correct, and spend his. We're gonna choose his. Number one, let's begin with Noor as usual and go ahead, Noor. If the Zoom session drops, I'm gonna start a new Zoom session, okay? The Zoom session will end in 1.5 minutes. Noor, go ahead. Noor. The sofa and lamp should be placed in
There.
there. Very good. So because this is a compound subject and it's plural because it's connected by and, so there. Very good. That stage hand and the carpenter worked carefully. Next, Fatma. Stage hand means the stage assistant, someone who works as an assistant in an opera or it's a theater. Fatima.
هما they're not the same person فهتبقى there.
Yes, they're not the same person. Very good. They're not the same person. So we're gonna use there. Excellent. Excellent. Their assignments. Next, Jenna. The director or assistant director. Some of them, I'm not sure. It's either the director or maybe it was the assistant director. I saw them from
his or her.
His or her. It's his or hers because we don't know the gender. It's not mentioned. Number 4. Next, Maria. 4. A parent or sibling of an actor will be given